Hey everyone, it is me, Fashion Coder, and today I'm going to be going over what Hex is. I realized I don't have any videos on just a basic overview of what Hex actually is. So today I am going to do it. I've been onboarding several different people in the past couple of weeks, and I realized that this is actually a must. So to all the people that I'm about to send this to, hope you like it, hope you understand, and I'm excited to go forward because I love Hex. It is such an awesome coin within cryptocurrency, and something that we'll get to is it's pre-viral. And so how cool would it be to be in a place where you get to invest in a coin like this? First and foremost, this is not financial advice. I'm not telling you to buy Hex or not to buy Hex. It's your decision. So come do your own research, watch other YouTube videos, but this is what Hex is. So Hex is a cryptocurrency that is on the Ethereum network. So it is on the ERC20 network. And something that's cool about Hex is you can stake it. But first and foremost, it is a certificate of deposit. Now, what is a certificate of deposit? Let's look at our Google search. It is a savings product that earns interest on a lump sum for a fixed period of time. Cool. So that is what Hex is. If we look at this main screen, I just went to hex.com. So if you want to come look in here, you can do that too. But it is the first blockchain certificate of deposit. It has high returns, no minimum, and it is a decentralized design. There are around 500,000 wallets. And this is, I think, my favorite part. So far, the Hex price has went up 9,481x in under 2 years. So just a little history lesson. There are only 4 coins that have ever gone up 10,000x. And so Hex is right in that range. And Hex is one of those coins. So super cool. It has so much potential. It's already grown so much. But like I said, it's pre-viral. All right, so there's several different community things that you can do within Hex. Hexicans are honestly the best because they are the nicest people I've ever met. I've been able to go to the Pulse Chain conference and meet many Hexicans, and seriously, I consider them some of my closest friends because they're so great. All right, so the future of investing is here. I highly recommend going and watching these videos. I watched and read every single thing that you can watch and read on this website. It'll take you a little while, but it's actually worth it because it goes in depth, but it's really easy to understand. So what you do, like any other coin, you end up buying Hex. It's not on any centralized exchanges right now. So you have to use something like Uniswap to get it, but you can trade so many different types of pairs. I usually do Ethereum to Hex through Uniswap to get that. But let's just read what they have right here. So certificate of deposits are common investment tools managed by banks. Hundreds of millions of people use them worldwide, creating a market valued in the trillions of dollars. Hex has taken the concept of CDs and added significantly higher average return rates, removed banking fees, and turned it into a decentralized cryptocurrency. So I don't know if this happens to all of you, but if I have money in my savings account, I'll get a return on it, right? And it's 37 cents or something like that. Well, this is what I like about this part is significantly higher average return rates. We will get into it, but oh my gosh, it is better than 37 cents. I'm going to tell you that right now. And then also it removes that middleman of the bank, and then it's decentralized. So you have the coin, you buy Hex, and then you have the opportunity to stake it. So of course, you can hold it in your wallet. That's always an option with every single coin that you buy. But the cool thing is you have the opportunity to stake. So you can stake your Hex by locking it up for any amount of period of time between 1 day and 5,555 days, which is around 15 years. So your stake accrues rewards every day, and the amount of yield depends on the length of your stake. So the longer pays better. So I will tell you, I do have a 15-year stake. The APY for Hex stakes on average length is around 40%. Oh my gosh. While traditional bank CDs average less than 2%. Honestly, I think it's less than 2%. In addition to the unprecedented yield, there is also the tendency of the Hex price to appreciate. So, you stake it, you end up getting that percentage, the APY, of the coins that you staked, and then you also get the appreciation. So it's honestly such a good coin because of that. All right, Hex has no central entity, no bureaucracy, and no overhead. There are no bonuses awarded to anyone outside of the users who stake Hex. As a simple-to-use, high-yield investment tool, Hex makes you the bank. And that's one of the reasons why I really like Hex, is because it is more of a peer-to-peer thing, because it's whoever owns it. There is no person ruling over it, and none of the code can be touched because it is completely finished. There has never been one bug in the code, which for me is a big deal because I used to be a software developer, and so Bitcoin has had 2 bugs that have been exposed, and people lost money because of it. They lost their coins. So the fact that the code is completely finished, the project's completely finished, and it has had 100% of uptime, so it's never gone down, is it's such a bonus. Okay, so I liked this video. Come watch this video. If we come down here, so like I said, I have read every single one of these things. If you click on it, it will bring up an entire little section that you can read. This is where it's comparing Hex to Ethereum as well as Bitcoin. And it has very interesting statistics. So right here, Bitcoin went up a 10x from $6,500 to $65K in the same time frame, while ETH did a 30x from $140 to $44,400. But guess what? Hex has already done that 10,000x in under 2 years, and that's before staking. So if you had your Hex staked, wow, you're going to be the real winner. You already are the real winner. So that's something that's really cool, is it's already growing so fast. And I really liked this part. So if Hex continues to grow faster, it might beat Bitcoin's record. And so Hex is only 2 years old. Almost 3, because it came out in 2019. But if it keeps up with what Bitcoin did, it will end up being $367 within that specific time period. And if we look up here, it is currently at 3 cents. So can you imagine having coins that you bought at 3 cents go to $367 a coin? Imagine that. All right. So there's just such good information all throughout here. It goes into the different staking and really what the mechanisms are of staking. It goes into inflation. I know that we're experiencing inflation right now so terribly, but Hex's inflation dropped down to under 3.69% within a year, and because of that, the inflation is applied to all Hex in existence. The average APY for stakers is dozens of % every year, and so the stakers earn more yield than the inflation rate. Let's see. Oh, there's so many good things. I just want to figure out what I'm going to talk about, because there are so many good things. All right. So the shares. So you take your Hex, you stake it, and by staking it, so when you start a new stake, you burn your Hex and you receive shares called T-shares in return. So the longer you stake, the more shares you get. Longer pays better. Each day at midnight, every single share accrues rewards in Hex. The more shares you have, the more rewards you receive. You can calculate exactly how many T-shares a new stake would get. So, say you hit the end of your stake, what happens is you remint your Hex, and that's what you get back, as well as the what you have earned from the stake. Like I said earlier, come in, read these. They're really good. All right, there are no middleman, which is great. This goes into kind of some things about Bitcoin, the 100% uptime. So this is the part that like really impresses me is 100% uptime with 0 bugs while so many other things fail. The Code of Hex smart contract has been developed by expert developers. In fact, the same devs have already fixed bugs they discovered in Ethereum's code base. So Hex's code has passed 2 independent security audits with flying colors. And then it kind of goes into other things too. Before a product to not have any bugs, like, y'all, this is mind-blowing. Like, this does not happen, okay? It's unstoppable. So it is decentralized, and decentralization is wonderful. It is exactly what cryptocurrency is going towards. And something that's really cool is the hex code is immutable and it can never be changed. And it is open source too. So because of that, if you are a developer or you want to make a project like on top of Hex, it makes it very stable because it can't be changed. And so it's a constant, which I really appreciate. Let's see. I like this part. So it's pretty viral, like I talked about earlier, but there is more to Hex in the sense that Richard Hart was the one that created Hex, and he is also creating his own network. So it's going to be called Pulse Chain, and it's going to have the world's largest airdrop, and from there your Hex will be duplicated in the number of coins that you have. So you have to have it in a wallet, so it can't be an exchange, but you're able to get it that way, which is awesome. So there's lots of opportunities there. Let's see. So many tools. It's honest. It's cheap. This goes into like Bitcoin and how it was expensive and just like unit bias. Unit bias is something I just learned about, which is kind of cool. And then I like this part too. Hex is a Nobel Prize-worthy economics breakthrough. So Hex is defying odds, and it's very different than anything that has ever been done in cryptocurrency. And so come take a look at this website. There are several things within it as well. I want to go to the developers page. If you're a developer, you can come in and look at it, but this is where you find their code. This is where you find their white paper. And then if you have any questions that you have, these are the ones that are frequently asked. There's lots of good answers within here as well. So yeah, this is what Hex is. And it is really exciting to be a part of such a thing. It's interesting that you can buy a crypto that is like an asset of yours, but then you can become a part of a community that's just so awesome. So if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments below. Like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.